Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm going to be playing an episode of COD for you. It's going to be gameplay slash commentary on how I feel about classes, how much I hate other players, and the fact that they cheat, and it's unfair that they get to shoot me before I get to shoot them. I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to be highlighting. I think I might actually highlight this one, the XMG. However, I really hate this gun. Um, I, it's a waste of my time. To be honest, my kill death ratio is suffering because I've been attempting to get good footage of this gun. The only problem is I had a very short night last night. I did not wind up sleeping very long, and so I'm really tired, and I'm doing terrible right now on Call of Duty. Um, so I think I will go ahead and use the XMG. The only problem is with my tiredness and such, uh, I could have a skewed view on it, and my gameplay could wind up suffering because of the fact that I am tired, and that means my reflex time, my reaction is down. Um, my decision making process is going to be shot through. So when I do this video, I'm going to do this video of this XMG. I want you to have it with a grain of salt and realize that you could probably do much better with this gun than I can. I am not an LMG expert by any stretch of the imagination. I am terrible with LMGs. Um, I'm an assault rifle submachine gun person. I really try not to touch LMGs. However, right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to point out a few things while I've got my image up here, while I'm kind of circling myself and, uh, viewing this. If you'll notice, the exosuit looks like it actually goes in to the gun with those slots. Now, what bothers me with this is this guy can hold this thing up. He's got motivators on the legs. If this thing's a solid unit, which means that I imagine the legs and the arms compensate for weight and distribution, um, then I can understand the mobility. But if it's separate, whereas the legs motivate themselves, there's a different motor, or there's a different, um, oh hell, I don't know what the term is. There's a different motor. We'll call it that. A different motor for the legs. Then the legs should act completely different, which would mean it wouldn't affect mobility on the upper half. However, if it's a weight variation thing, I understand the lack of mobility. Um, However, I still go back to the fact that it's an exosuit. It holds the weight of the weaponry, and there's no reason for kickback. Just like I said in my EPM3 video, there was no reason for kickback on that. I still don't see reason for kickback on this. However, kind of staring at it, looking at how big those are, I don't know the caliber on the gun. I can imagine even an exosuit individual arm would still have just a tiny bit of problem holding back the kick as these things fire. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in. I'm going to have to mute other players. The reason I do it is because I don't want to disturb their gameplay. I don't want them to disturb my gameplay by being rude, and I don't have to tell anybody who's watching this how big of an asshole a group of players who play Call of Duty can actually be. Good. Looks like we're getting in a game already underway. I used up some of my time talking. I forgot how long these stupid matches are, or how long they are. Roughly long, depending on how good you do. Honestly, with this gun, if they need me to win the game, we're not going to do very well. I'm setting my bar at 5 kills and less than 15 deaths. 5 kills, 15 deaths. That's what my bar is.
Team deathmatch. Atlas, you are cleared for contact.
Alright, let me mute real quick. Alright.
We're winning this fight.
We are underway.
Friendly UAV above.
Wow. It's already most way through. That's fine. My video's already most way through. It looks like they're going to win this. But right off the bat, I go back to the mobility thing. There's no mobility on this stuff. And that was my fault completely. However, I still felt that the gun should have fired faster as soon as I clicked the button versus... Where was that? Versus me having to wait like a split second, which gives submachine guns a massive advantage over this set of weaponry. If you get up close and personal, an SMG, a shotgun, will do 1,000-fold damage versus this. Faster and more efficient. This gun, up close, is the only way to use it. and it is outclassed by
Our
any of
UAV is online.
the other gun sets. The only thing this does outclass, and that's just barely edging out,
Enemy UAV above.
and like that right there really bothers me. I understand this is not a spray and pray weapon. However, if I were to want to spray and pray, it has 124 rounds. It's an LMG. That should have killed him. It should fire faster, and that right there bothers me too. I opened up on him. I'm point blank range. I'm fully auto.
Enemy care
I'm a
package
vicious
incoming.
gun, or what looks like a vicious gun, and instead I am getting just nothing. Absolutely nothing. No response from this gun.
Enemy tram above.
And
Take
that
cover.
comes from the fact that the fire rate is just appalling. Appalling, absolutely. The shot radius is also appalling. It's understandable on the radius though. However, oh, shoot your walls. Huh. Did not know about the tram gunner. But I just hate this weaponry too. This set because of that one solid
Well
match.
fought, gents.
No mobility,
For a reason.
very slow fire rate, deplorable accuracy, and I cannot state that you shouldn't use this gun. Because some people can use it, and some people are going to say, well, why didn't you go into crouch mode? Why didn't you go into lockdown? Why didn't you use it like a turret? Because when you do that, you stop running in this game. And not running in Call of Duty and not moving in Call of Duty, especially this version of the game, is a horrible, horrible idea. You should not stop moving in this Call of Duty. I cannot stress the fact that this game requires movement. In Black Ops, there was a bit of camping, and camping was okay, but in this game, you need to move. If you want to be really good at this game, movement is necessary. A lot of the times, you'll actually wind up going in circles. The people who go in a circle pattern around the map will do the most damage, will have the highest kills, because of the fact that the spawns are so varied, and because the spawns are not random. I wouldn't say they're random necessarily. I would say that instead they are set in a way that once you go to one half of the board and everybody's out of the way, they spawn in the direct vicinity of the place that no one is at. So if your entire team is moving into a building, expect someone directly behind you. So if you're using the XMG, you are on the battlefield with a heavy weapon that requires close range combat, and these maps don't have very heavy close range in them. They're very few and far between on the close range. That map I did, I believe, was the most close range I've gotten so far. And the problem I have with that is that even at a few feet in front of me, even close to point blank range, that gun could not hit. It didn't fire fast enough. It didn't have any mobility to get me closer to the person. And if they punched me, they would kill me. If I got close enough to kill with that weapon, half the time I would have to be within punching distance. I didn't play a full game there. I could play a full game. If you guys would like, comment for me. Comment and tell me, hey, we want a full XMG review. Is there any way you could do it? This isn't a proper review of the XMG. You need to do a better one, or anything like that, with a criticism of the video, maybe the way I was using it wrong. Explain to me what I was doing wrong. Maybe that I need to just keep trying at it like I did with the EPM, where I finally got the red dot and it started to play a little better. Maybe this needs something along those lines. Give me a heads up, give me information on it. But what you saw from my gameplay, I feel kind of sums up the gun enough, in my opinion. A lot of you've already tried it that have seen this video. A lot of you are thinking about trying it who are watching this video. And those of you thinking about it, I suggest not touching it. I suggest sticking to the assault rifles or the submachine guns. I will be highlighting the rest of the LMGs as soon as possible. But the two worst, I can say right now, the absolute two worst is the XMG and the EPM3. The two higher up on the list. Not the lower ones, the higher ones. And in my opinion, the EM1 is still the best. I suggest it. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and spotlight these. I'll probably do the pie take and then the EM1 after that. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Please click that subscribe button, maybe even hit a like. It'd be cool if you even favorited it. But I would really love it if you guys joined in on this, enjoyed the gameplay, give me some feedback, and I will bring you another video as soon as possible. Like I said, the pie take.